What is up? What is up? What is up, y'all? It's your girl, the Nasty Girl. What is up? Today is December 19th. It is the 19th day of December. Christmas is just 6 days away. It is just 6 days away. Um, I hope y'all have been shopping. I know this is one of the biggest shopping weekends we just had of the year because it's the weekend before Christmas. Um, I know they were saying Friday is technically the. I'm tired, y'all. I'm gonna tell you about that in a second, but I know they say Friday was one of the biggest shopping days of the year. So I hope y'all got in, y'all shopping and stuff. It was crazy out there. I really tried not to go shopping. We had a look. I'm tired. I got off late. I got home to about the 3 o'clock hour. So yeah, it took me a while to go to sleep. It is the 7:40ish hour. So you could just think about it, 3 o'clock and getting home at 3, and it's already 7:40 in the morning, and I'm already up because I got to be to work in a little bit, back to work in a little bit. So just know, these Mondays is hectic for me. Most Mondays I don't have that much sleep, so just understand. Sometimes y'all gonna get sleepy, tired, nasty girl. And today might be just you know, again, I try not to show emotion, but this may be a little emotional. Just I'm just going into some stuff. So biggest shopping day of the year. Now, one thing that happened is we had Friendsmas this Friday, and we pulled names and we used this little auto generator app slash web, whatever it was. So one of the ladies backed out at the last minute, and um, I had her. I had her, and I actually, because I'm not a last minute shopper, had already bought everything she asked for. She only had 3 things on the list, so I had already bought everything on her list. Um, so the girl who coordinated it called me and told me, hey, the girl ain't gonna come, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. You can give the person the gift that you got me, but that person gift list is probably not the same as yours because I know mine didn't have any of these items on it, even though I could use one of them, but it didn't have any of these items on it. So um, I told her, well, see if you can, when you delete her, they'll give me her person by default. So when she did that, it did do that. So I had to go shopping Friday. Now, mind you, I'm not big on shopping. Um, Amazon has really spoiled me, so I could order everything off Amazon on this particular case because, it was said so late in the day on Thursday that Friday um, I had to rearrange what I had to do to go and buy a gift for the person I got Thursday night at like 10 o'clock at night. So luckily, the list wasn't that extravagant. It was very blah. It wasn't very detailed in how, like, get me. I like fire red color draws. Get me thong G-string draws. It wasn't detailed like that. It was just like, draws, socks, shirts, pants, real blah like that. So I was able to get a very decent gift, and they were thoroughly happy with their gift. So I'm glad I did a pretty good job. At least they acted, at least for one of the things that was in there. I know for sure she liked one of them. So, and that was the gift she actually liked the most was the one gift I was very mad about getting, because not because of how much it cost or what it was or nothing like that. It's because I had to go in a store and buy it. And when I walked into the store, the line was to the door to check out. And again, I don't like shopping. And when I see long lines like that, I normally turn around and walk out. I don't even go shopping. I just go back home. But I needed to get this gift because I know how I felt about getting this particular gift, because I want to. Matter of fact, I might go back and buy me the same exact one I got for her. So I go in there, I grab the gift, and I'm just mad. I call the girl who got in, I'm mad. I say, now I'm mad because I'm in here and I'm shopping, because I wasn't mad at first. I wasn't mad at first. Shit happens, you know what I'm saying? But I was mad when I went in the store and I seen the motherfucking line, and the line was so long, right? So I'm mad. I say, now I'm motherfucking mad because I'm in here shopping and I'm trying to get this thing, and it ain't even about the thing. I ain't even want to be motherfucking shopping on the day again, because it's supposed to be the business shopping day of the year. People don't think about that. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta think about it, some people don't like shopping. I don't like shopping. So I got mad instantly. And blah, blah, blah. And yada, yada, yada. What size you think I should get? So I'm asking her what size. And grab the thing. I said, oh, I'm motherfucking mad. So let me go get me some Legos. For those of you who don't know, I am a Lego head. I think I showed y'all a couple of things. I actually got one sitting in front of me that I got for a Secret Santa gift that night. And I go into there. So I was mad cussing. And I was like, let me go over here and get me a Lego. So I end up spending $100 on Legos because I was mad. And I shouldn't have been mad. And I shouldn't have spent that $100 on Lego. But I did it anyway because it's going to make me happy once I start putting it together. So now I fed my anger with positivity of getting me some Legos. Anyway. Let me quit talking about it. But anyway, we went out to eat. Everything went well. We did. I thoroughly enjoyed seeing all the ladies because we hadn't hung out in a long time. So Christmas was a success, and we actually was sitting next to another table. It was a group of little older white women, and they could have been our age. I don't know. They could have been our age, and they were having their Christmas, but they were like already drunk and stuff by the time we got there. So they was having a funky good time. Okay, so shout out to the ladies. Y'all know who y'all are. I had a good time. This looks like this might be a little long video today. So Christmas went well, and that wasn't even on the list to talk about today. So what is on the list to talk about today? Let me add this. Also, because what I did this weekend, a friend of mine is getting married, so they had her bridal shower at Maggiano's. Now look, I was mad about that too because, for one, they changed the day from the 10th to the 17th. So that's for one. And then that's the busiest shopping weekend for Christmas. And then for 3, you had it at Maggiano's, which was in the Memorial City Mall area. So the Galleria, she might would have did a little better because it's separated from the mall. This is in the mall parking lot. So, you got to find parking on a business shopping day, and it's in the mall area. You got to find parking. And then you can't trust our people to get there on time. So she should have told them the reservation was for 6 o'clock. So these people could be, so that one that was an hour late could get there at 7 o'clock. I'm just saying. Because, again, I'm an early bird. So I was the first one there. And this is a small world because I met some people that was from the town my daddy from, and we started talking, and he said he knew the name and blah, blah, blah. And you never know, just some older white people. And, they're from a small town. My dad, the husband was from a small town. The wife was from Columbus, and the guy was from Weimar, which is where my dad is from. So we did that. They was late, and then They want to act a fool, and then they had us tight, and everybody in the group had booty except the one, two, the three, four people that was late. They was the skinny ones. Now all us fat bitches was on time. Well, we might have had a little, but all us fat bitches was on time. We know how to be on time to eat, and I don't eat that much. I wasn't even hungry, but I ate because I know I don't eat enough like I'm supposed to. If I ate enough, I probably lose weight anyway. But that went well. I was being stupid self anyway. So the things I really wanted to talk about, this might be a 20-minute video today, y'all. The things I wanted to talk about was this platform that I use, social media. Social media, I was saying social media is the best and the worst thing they probably could possibly make. With that being said, meaning social media is the best thing. You know, we get to get on here, talk, put ourselves out there. Some of us is making a lot of money doing this social media thing. So that is one of the best things. It is the worst because it also allows people to post, videos of stuff happening instead of us, and what made me say this is because while I was out shopping, it was this young man outside selling, and this was after I went to the place that I got mad at to get the thing. And God is good, because when I got to the line, this lady was opening up in the line, and she looked me in my eyes. She told me to come on over here, baby. And so I went on to the line. So I didn't have to stand in that long line. See, God be looking out for you. Let me just say that. God be looking out for you. So I walked in there, walked out, went to the next stop, walked in there, had stuff in my hand. The lady was like, let me get you back. Don't give me no basket, because that's going to make me buy some more stuff. So I ended up spending too much money in that stuff. Then I went to the third store, which was Total Wine. Shout out to Total Wine. I'm going to just shout them out because I like them. Normally I don't give people plugs, but shout out to Total Wine because I like them. Went in there. The young man was standing. He really wasn't standing in front of the store. He was standing kind of off to the side where he wasn't in front of nobody's store. But he was selling candy bars, for him to play football or whatever it was. You can tell he had like the box that, how they buy them charity to raise money for their stuff. Boxes, he had one of those. So I walked in and I was like, oh, you got some change? And he was like, yes, ma'am. I said, okay, well, I'm going to get you when I'm on my way out. So I go in, get my little stuff. I was in there a little bit, but I wasn't that long. Come out, the little boy is sitting on the curb by the little plants, and the police has him. The police car is not in front of the store. The police has pulled into a parking lot. So this tells me somebody has called the police on this young man outside selling his little candy bars. Which, I understand if in front of the store, and I don't think it was the store, but in front of the store, because he wasn't directly in front of the store. So I can't see it being the store. I think one of the customers just really was being a butt and called the police on him, when they could have really went to the store and said, hey, that boy out there soliciting, y'all let people solicit, and had the store manager kind of go out there and say, hey, you can't sell your candy out here in front of the store. But they call the police, and I see the police has him, and I'm supposed to be buying candy, so I walks over. I say, you all right? Because he's sitting on the ground. He say, yes, ma'am, all right. I see him on his phone like he's trying to call his parents or something. I say, okay. So I walk and I go put, my bottle in the car, and I'm standing by the car watching. So I call my brother, and my brother, let me speed this up because it's getting way too long. I was just asking him, hey, can, the cop detain this little young man for being out here? Because, he got him sitting on the ground and blah, blah, blah. Who's a police officer. So, he was telling me, he really can't. He could just tell him to move around. Because I was like, I don't know if he's waiting on his parents. So I started walking back up there while I was on the phone with my brother. And then I see him let him go. And then I was like, okay. Because I said I was for to stand there with him until his parents came, because nobody else stopped. So, and I didn't want him to feel like he was alone in what was happening. So I saw the police officer watching me, because he knew I probably was going to come back up there. But I just didn't want him holding a young man when he could have just told him, hey, you can't sell this candy. You got to go on about your business. So that was a situation that happened while while I was out. So that's why I say social media is one of the best and worst things, because in that situation, if something would have went on, I can see people pulling out their phones and recording instead of helping. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to help. Not only reason why I pulled out to make a phone call to find out from a police officer if this police officer could do what he was doing. So I mean, I guess, and I know a lot of people want to mind their business and not stay involved, but you're being nosy by recording too, so you might as well just, at least try to step in some kind of way and help people out. Um, the other thing I was going to talk about, which is coincides with the social media thing, is one of the reasons why it's the worst place is because of not only bullying, but bullying parents on top of that. Because you go to school, y'all see kids fighting, y'all record it. You see somebody bullying, y'all record it, and y'all post it on social media. That's what these kids do on social media. Not only are the kids doing, the parents doing it. Because when they discipline now, they cutting their hair off and they posting it. That's bullying. I see it as bullying. Back in the day, we got our ass whooped. We went to school. The kids knew we got our ass whooped. Yeah, they laughed at us, but we went on about our business for the day. They didn't have all this extra stuff to lower their self-esteem, to make them depressed, to make these kids. Why you think so many kids killing themselves behind bullying and parent bullying? Y'all don't understand. Y'all adding to the problem when you cutting her hair. I had seen this one lady grab this girl head so hard and cut her little braids out and had her looking like that little doll from Rugrats on the camera. And y'all feel like that's discipline, but y'all really, and it's, I guess you can say it's a form of discipline, but it's really um, messing with the mindset of the kids nowadays, because kids are not as strong as we were when we was growing up. Our parents talk shit. Our parents whip our ass. Our parents whip our ass at the schoolhouse, but we couldn't. My parents didn't whip me at the schoolhouse. Let me just not. But I seen people parents whip their ass at schoolhouse. But this could not be posted on social media. This could not, you know, and this is long lasting, because once you post it on social media, people can record that. People can, circulate that, and then there's nothing you can do about it after that. After a second of it being on social media. And even though you take it down after you post it, somebody recorded that. Somebody circulated that. It's still in circulation even after you take it down, depending on how they did it. Um, so I wish parents would think about what they do before they do it. Y'all cutting your kids' hair off. Y'all, plugging their head up. Y'all beating their ass. I've seen some people fighting, parents fighting their kids. So I think we should really think about how the mindset of the kids are now, and the depression rate at how it's going up. Um, you know, and the way we handle things should go a little different nowadays, I think, because of, how quick these kids, they're not as strong minded as us as we was younger. And us coming up, we handle things a little different. We handle things a little stronger. And us um that went through a lot and was dealing a lot of us are the ones that make y'all smile every day. Like, Mr. Twitch, who killed himself a few days ago, and people are devastated by um, because they say he was such a happy person, and I can understand that. um, Robin Williams, who was somebody that made us smile. You would never think behind that smile he had things going on in his head to make him kill himself. And just thinking about it, actually, one of my cousins called me because I'm the silly one and make everybody smile. And she was like, and this been over a year ago, and she may not remember, but she called me and she said, they say to people, I was just thinking about you and you was on my mind because, these y'all that be making us smile all the time, y'all be going through stuff, and I was just checking on you. Check on your friends that make you smile all the time. Now, I'm not saying I've had suicidal thoughts, because I haven't had suicidal thoughts. Um, but I understand the feeling of going through something and feeling like you're going through it by yourself, because I feel like everybody has felt like that. But I've actually been in very, very low places, where that I felt like that if I wasn't here, um, it would be a better place. But in the process, I didn't want to do it myself per se. I didn't necessarily want to die per se. I was just thinking, if I wasn't here, you know, these things that I do for people, the things I do, uh, not only to make them happy, but to keep them comfortable and keep them in a situation where they do not have. And one of the reasons I feel like I got sick was to teach someone a lesson. In that, um, I don't think the lesson was for me. I think it was for somebody else, and some people know how deep I can go. But I think the lesson was that God was trying to tell someone he can take me away, and He took me away during a time that was a bad time, and where I would be the one at the forefront of helping, and I couldn't because I was in the hospital. I wasn't even here to help. Um, so I thought I was gonna cry a little bit talking about this because it really did break my heart to hear about Twitch. And I think it has mentally messed with a lot of people to hear about this guy, because you didn't hear controversy or nothing about him. You knew he was married, you knew he had young kids. Him and his wife dance on TikTok. We watched this guy. I watched this guy like every day. You know what I'm saying? I was a fan. um I remember when he first came out, and was dancing on, different movies and shows and stuff like that. So, check on your happy friends. Check on y'all crazy friends, because y'all crazy friends also go through stuff. And most of the time, we deal with things ourselves and on our own. This room has seen me cry plenty nights. The other room at the old house really seen me cry plenty of nights. I don't try to show emotion, but I can tell you I am. And I went through something that really messed me up, because I didn't really cry before then, and it really messed me up. And I've always told, my nieces and nephews, always be kind to people, because you never know what they're going through for the day. You never know what you say to somebody might help them or harm them. Because that one time, if one more person tell me this, I'm going to do this, and they mind. You know what I'm saying? Or it'd be that one thing that somebody told me, said to, not to me, but to a person that'll help him, that'll get them through the day. I've had a lot of people that have told me, certain things I've done for them have helped them get through something. And I'm always the person, when people are going through stuff. Hey, I know you're going through something. If you want me to come sit with you, we ain't got to say nothing. I just sit there with you. If you want to cry, I cry with you. And I don't like crying in front of people, but if you crying, I'll probably cry with you. If you want to just go have a drink, we ain't got to talk about it. We just go have a drink. I'm that person. Again, I'm normally funny, crazy all the time, but just know depression is real, because a lot of the older people don't believe in that type of stuff. Like, I don't think my dad believed in it. I think he believes in it now, because I think he has very depressed days now. Just looking at him and seeing how he sits around and stuff, because he been sick, and I know he can't move around like he wants to. He walking, but he can't move around. So I feel like, and he might be mad that I'm saying this, but I do feel like, so I watch, and I'm not here all the time to watch him, but I just, life has changed things, and we go through things in life to learn a lesson, and we should learn a lesson in everything that happens in life. So I hope this video touches y'all and make y'all just talking about suicide a little bit. And I didn't go as deep as I thought I was, because I talked about all this other stuff. But I hope y'all really think about what we say to people, and how our attitude can just change the demeanor of somebody else, or what we say to people can change the outcome of how they thought process works. So I hope y'all try to be as nice as me, but I know that won't happen. Now I will cuss their ass out. Now let me just tell you, I will cuss somebody out, but for the most part, I try to treat people the way I want to be treated. I always try to do that, and I hope that y'all try to treat people as good as y'all treat yourselves. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all don't treat yourselves good, so I hope y'all treat them better than y'all treat yourselves if you don't treat yourself good. One last thing, and then I'm going to go because we at 25 minutes. I ain't never went this long. Look, Avatar came out. Avatar came out. Avatar came out. All right. So I was very going. Ooh, a spear went down the wrong way. I said Avatar was going to be disappointing. I said that before I watched the movie. I said it was going to disappoint. Now I was going to say I was surprisingly wrong. I was wrong. It's good. It's not wow, but it's good. So y'all should go see it. Okay? Now don't do nothing I wouldn't do, and if you do, do it better. Deuces.